Hey guys, it's Sherelle from El Rey Designs, and today we are making the famous glitter pens. So you're going to need the Paper Mate pens, and you're going to start by just taking it apart. You're just going to unscrew the bottom, take all the pieces out, and I usually place mine in a clear plastic cup. And then you're going to twist the little hook part off, clip part, just bend it and twist it, and it should come right off. And then I go in with a sanding block. You can also use a Dremel. That's what I started doing. It's way more easier. And you're just going to sand that part completely flat. And then once you get that flat, you're going to go in and sand the rest of your pen to roughen it up. And then once you do that, you're going to take some water to just clean your pen off to get it prepped and ready to make. So I'm just taking this 3/4, I believe it's a 3/4 dowel. I believe I'm linked down below the size I did use. I believe it's 3/4. We're putting our pen on that. And then I'm just going in with the Crystalac Gold Liquid Mica and then the Crystalac Color Boutique in black. And then I just take my Mod Podge brush and I'm just painting half of the pen the gold and the other half of the pen black. And then once I get to the center, I kind of just take my brush and stipple it in the center of the two colors to mix them and kind of blend them better. And now we're going to be glittering our pen. I'm going to be using the Crystalac glitter glue. I'm using the gold color Fancy by Zindy, and I will leave a link down for the black coat. I always forget where I get this one from. And then you're going to need a brush to apply your glitter glue. I end up using the Mod Podge brush instead of the one here. And then you're going to need a cup of water to place your brush in once you're done with the glitter glue, because your brush will get super duper hard. So I just place a generous amount of the glitter glue on my pen. You don't want to be too thin with this because it will dry pretty quickly. So you want to have it not too thin, but also not too thick, because it will cause your glitter to clump up. Then once you do that, you're just going to take your glitter and start glittering your pen. You're going to do half of the pen gold over the gold pigment, and then you do the black glitter over the black color that we did. And then once I do that, I go in and I mix both colors in the center. I just go back and forth between the gold and black in the center of the two colors just to mix them in pretty good. And then you're going to let that dry for 2 hours. And then once that dries for 2 hours, we're going to go back in with our glitter glue. We're going to just put some in the cap that the glitter glue came with. And we're going to need these 2 tiny brushes along with the black glitter we use. And we're also going to be using the Mr. Fancy Pants brown glitter called Teddy. And what we're going to do is we're going to be making our leopard spots with this. So I go in with my brush and I'm just using the glitter glue, and we're making little dots all over the gold part. You don't want them too close together because, I mean, I guess it depends how you want them. If you want it too big, too small, whatever size you want. I did mine kind of on the smaller side. If you want less dots, make them a little bigger. You can space them out more. It's your preference. But yeah, so I'm just going in, making little dots with my glitter glue, and then I'm immediately going in with the brown Teddy glitter and sprinkling that right over my dots. And then I'm jumping right into doing the lines around the dots. I don't wait for this to dry at all. I have no problems with doing that. So after that, I tap off the excess glitter, and then I go in with the other small brush, and I'm just drawing little like squiggly rough lines around the dots to complete my leopard look. Like I said, I have no technique to this. I just literally make random lines around my dots. I just try to make sure I put them in different positions around the dots, because I don't want all my spots to be identical and all go in the same directions. So I put some on top and bottom, some on the side, some I'll do like one big like half circle on the spots, and then you go back in with your black glitter, and then you're gonna let that dry for 2 hours as well. And then once this dries for a complete 2 hours, we need to seal all this glitter, and to do that we're going to be using the glitter glue again. So you just literally apply a generous amount of the glitter glue, and you take your brush and you're just going to lightly brush your whole pen to seal everything in. This is going to make it super easy when we go in with our bright tone, because we won't need that many layers. This kind of thickens the glitter up and evens it out. So we won't have to do too many sanding layers. So yeah, I love the new glitter glue. I think it's amazing. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it. As you can see here, we're doing this, and you want it to dry, again, 2 hours. Glitter glue always needs to dry for a minimum of 2 hours. And that's what it's looking like. And once it dries, it's going to be clear. You're not going to be able to see any tint to it. It's going to look like how it looked before. It's a little shiny. And then once that dries for at least 2 hours, we're going in now with our bright tone. And this is safe to use. I just literally apply it a little bit, just like that, and use my finger to apply it to my whole pen. And then I just kind of set mine in a little cup to dry for at least 4 hours. And then you're going to repeat that for how many times you do. I did 4 layers for my first layer. And then once we come back from that, we're going to sand it and then do it again. So it's been 4 layers here. I go in with my 400 grit sandpaper, and we are just sanding this. And you want to just sand it as much as you can, because you want to get it leveled. But you also don't want to scrape off any glitter. So make sure you're paying attention to that too. Just get it as level as you can before the glitter starts coming off. For this layer, most of my sanding was on the spots, because that's more higher than the rest of the glitter on the thing. Then once I get that sanded, I go in with some water and a rag, and I'm just wiping that clean. And then I'm going to be applying more bright tone, and you're just going to keep repeating these steps until your pen is completely smooth. So you're going to apply 3 to 4 layers of bright tone, sand, apply 3 to 4 layers of bright tone, sand again, and keep doing that until your pen is completely smooth. And then here we go, our pen is done. And now what we're going to do, we're going to clean it up. See, the top and bottom are a little dirty. You don't want nothing in there, because your pen will not go back together properly. So I'm just taking an X-Acto knife and scraping the insides of the top and bottom. I'm doing it at an angle so I don't mess it up. And going on the other side, same thing, scrape it, get any excess out. And then I also go in with a Q-tip and a 91% alcohol. And I'm just taking that and rubbing it in the inside of the pen in case there's any excess product inside of there. I didn't have any here, so I had nothing to really worry about. But you can also try acetone if the alcohol doesn't do anything, if you have a lot. And then we are pretty much going to put the pen back together. So to put the pen back together, you are going to take the silver part and the black part right here, and they go together like so. So you just put those together. They should snap in place like so. And then you are going to stick the silver pen first into the wider opening of the pen here. And it should just fall right through. So stick that in. And then you're going to take your ink part, and you should have the spring still on that part, and you're going to push that in like so. And then you're just literally going to screw this on. And you're literally done with your pen. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.